Hello quilt artisans, my name is Shonda and welcome to my channel Under the Needle. I'm here today with an unboxing. So I just received my subscription for Quilts on Tour. So this is a quarterly subscription box that is curated by Alicia over on the Quilts on Tour channel. I will put a link in the description to her channel. So I want to go ahead and give this an open and go ahead and get this video out because retreat starts today. And we are going to be making 3 projects in 72 hours. So I don't know how much time I will have to do this unboxing once that starts. So let's go ahead and give it an open. So this box is, like I said, it's quarterly. For me, with all tax and shipping, the total is $44.83. So let's give it an open and see what we've got. This is a project-based box. Whew. Okay, I'm just looking at the list here so that I do this right. Okay, so it looks like we have all right, so to start, we have this cute little keychain. It's a little ruler. This is $2. This is adorable. We have here a thread mate, a spool and bobbin pegs. Okay, so this is, I've seen these before. So these are little plastic pieces that you can use to keep your matching bobbin with your thread. So this is especially helpful. I mean, when we're piecing, we pretty much use the same kind of neutral fabric, but once we start doing our free motion quilting, sometimes we use different colors and things like that. And I know that I've had issues where I couldn't remember which bobbin matched with which thread. So this helps to eliminate that confusion because you can put them together. We got some clips, some sewing clips. These are very useful. I actually have a video coming out talking about these clips. I bought some clips about 3-4 years ago. I've been using them. I love these. I use them for all types of stuff in my sewing room. So here we have 45 of them. Oh, okay. Let's see. What is this? So here we have 2 mini screwdrivers. These are cute. So one is a flat head and one is a Phillips head. Okay, yeah, I love this. I've not seen them this tiny before. And I've not seen, usually everyone I see is a flat head. Actually, no, that's not true. The one that came with my sewing machine is a Phillips head, I think. No, the one that came with my Juki. The one that came with my Juki is a full-sized Phillips head screwdriver. But the one that came with my Janome is a little baby flathead. And I like keeping a little mini screwdriver in with my feet, because that way I don't have to look for it. So I have a box where I keep my feet in, and I like to have a little mini screwdriver in there. So this comes in handy. So this is a lot of little cute notions here. I'm loving this. We have some thread. This is Gutermann, 100 meters, navy. And we have a pattern. We have 2 patterns, actually. One is called Springtime Spinners. And it looks like it's a table runner. You make these blocks. And it finishes at 2 1/4 by 36 1/2. This uses 5 light charm squares and 5 dark charm squares and 16 white charm squares. And then you need a half a yard for your backing and a quarter yard for your binding. So this is a nice low cost project to make. Because you literally can have an eighth of a light, an eighth of a dark, and like a quarter. No, you couldn't have an eighth, because an eighth would be 4 inches. So no, you'd have to have a fat eighth. You'd have to have 2 fat eighths to get a light fat eighth and a dark fat eighth to get your squares. Or you can use the charm pack or any charm pack, and then 16 white squares. And so that translated to yardage, 5 times 8 is 40, 15. So half a yard of white to get the 16 5-inch squares. And this is our fabric. This is a master stack. I've seen this before. So this is Kimberbell Basics. So this is 92 charms. So this is like 2 charm packs. It's actually more than 2 charm packs, because 2 charm packs would be 84 squares. This is 92 squares. So I've seen this before. So what's cool about this is that I think it's everything well, I don't want to lie. But if you were interested in making the table runner pattern, you might have, let's see if I can show some of these. So it's all different. So this is just a plain white, well, no, there's a white, no, they're just dots, small dots. Here's a white with large dots. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to show all of these, because every single one is different. Like every single charm is different. So I think this could be great for like the Chandelier quilt, that free pattern by Layla Boutique. This might be good for that. And I think Donna Jordan also, I'm looking over here because I'm trying to look at my computer and look at the fabric requirements for that Layla Boutique quilt. But I know Donna Jordan has a free pattern, and I believe hers is called Beads, and it's a similar type of let's see if I have, of course I don't have it here. Of course I don't have it here. Of course I don't. But I believe, well, not I believe, I know that I have the Charm School book. Did she put it in here too? Yes, she did. So this is the Chandelier quilt by Layla Boutique. Jenny over at Missouri Star just did, not just, but not too long ago, did a tutorial using her free pattern. To make this, you need 2 charm packs and 7 fat quarters. No, or 7. Don't pay me any mind. You need 2 charm packs or 7 fat quarters, I think. Well, no, I guess you wouldn't be able to use this particular one, because it says to make this particular quilt, you need 41 matching pairs. And since everyone in here is unique, you wouldn't have 41 matching pairs. I guess you could like make it super scrappy and get coordinating colors potentially, right? So like this green is kind of like this green. They're a little bit different, but I guess you could do that. I don't know. I don't know if you could pair up enough, but just to kind of give you an idea, these are some of the greens or the turquoises, and then we move into the greens. That looks that scroll is such a popular print in quilting. Some yellows. Just going to show a few because nobody wants to look at me flip through 90 some odd charm packs or charm squares. Oh, I love that. That's a nice basic pin dot there. I love that. This one's nice too. Some cherries. Oh, look at this stripe. The plaid. That's awesome. We're moving into some more pink. We got a little purple going on. We get into the blues. We've got some dark blues, some light blues. Oh, we've got that plaid again in the blue. I love this charm pack, guys. I've eyed this for a while, but I ain't want to spend the money because I don't gravitate to charm packs like that. This one. And to buy this, I think they sell this in a layer cake, but it's pretty pricey because it's got more than one. It's more than one layer cake. Look at that! I love the houndstooth. The houndstooth, the plaid, the stripe. This is a great charm pack. Oh, and then we get into the lighter browns, and then we have the taupe. And then once you get through the taupes, then you have all of the kind of the white on whites. So you got a white with green dots, a white with red dots, a white with teal dots. We have a white tone on tone houndstooth. Yeah, this is a great charm pack. I'm super happy to have this. Because I've seen this, and I like anything like this. So when I see a layer cake where every different one, where there's either two of each print or every single one is different, that's one of the ones I buy. If I find a jelly roll where there's either exactly two of every print or they're all singles and they're all individual prints, I tend to jump on those. And lastly, we have this pattern here. This is the exploding heart pattern. I believe Jenny just literally just did a tutorial on the exploding heart. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I remember either seeing this in a block magazine or seeing her do a tutorial for it. This uses... So it finishes at 72 by 72. There are two versions. There's a scrappy version using 3 colors where you need 4 1/4 yards of background and then 5 fat quarters of color 1, 5 of color 2, and 5 of color 3, and then your binding and backing. And then if you want to do the scrappy version with random colors, you still need your 4 1/4 yards of background, and then you need 15 fat quarters for your colors, and then your binding and your backing. I want to look at the quilt a little bit. Woo! Okay. So we got a lot of we got half square triangles, quarter square triangles. Hourglass blocks. Ooh. Well, I can tell you that I will not be making this quilt right now in my quilt journey. This is a beautiful pattern. This is gorgeous, especially this. I'm assuming this is the scrappy. But this is a gorgeous pattern. This, just looking at the pattern, there are a lot of half square triangles. A lot of them. Yeah. So here we are making 30 half square triangles. No, 28, making 28 half square triangles. No, sorry, 30. And then we're going to be making these other units. They're going to have to be squared up. And then we have 18 half square triangles, which then become quarter square triangles. Then we're making another 30 half square triangles, which we're going to turn into another unit that we're going to have to, yeah, no. Nope. This is a retirement project. This is something that's going to take some time. First of all, you can, looking at this picture, looking at the way this pattern is written, organization is key. Like key is organization. My sewing room is a mess. This is not a project that I'd be wanting to do right now. It's probably why it's going to be a while before I do a postcard from Sweden, because it's just a lot of pieces, a lot of squaring, a lot of organization, a lot of time. And at this particular point, I kind of like a quilt that if I put my head down, I can get it done in about a few days, a week. There's no part of you that's getting this quilt done in a week. I mean, maybe if it's all you did, 10 hours a day for 7 days, maybe, but this is going to take some time and effort, and it's worth it. But you can look at it. I mean, look at all those triangles. So yeah, not for me in my quilt journey right now, but a beautiful pattern and very well written as well. So let's recap. Let's recap. Okay, so we have our thread. And this thread would be, well, I mean, I don't know what you're going to make, but it could work with this fabric. So again, 100 meters. So this would be, 100 meters is 110 yards. This is good for, these smaller spools are also good for small projects. They're also good for when you're playing around, right? Because when you're quilting a full quilt, 110 yards is not that much thread. You're going to run out. So this is good for if you have a small area that you want to quilt, or these small spools, because it's too dark for piecing, right? Unless you're piecing with black. So if you want to put this in a bobbin and piece something black, you could probably use this. Or when you are playing with your free motion quilting, when you're experimenting, this is a good time to use something like this because you're not really worried about running out of thread. We have these spool and bobbin pegs where you can keep your spool of thread and your bobbin together so that you don't lose track of which color bobbin belongs to which thread. Because believe me, you think you're going to remember. I thought I was, oh, it's this purple, but no, you actually don't. Once 6 months goes by and you're like, which one is this? And then you're unwinding your thread and you're trying to look at it and compare. And it can be difficult with some of these different shades of gray and cream to be able to tell. So yeah, I've got a quilt right now that I need to finish, and I can't because I can't remember which thread I used with which bobbin. And these are the cutest. These two little mini screwdrivers. Love these. I'm putting one in my drawer and one in my container where I keep my feet. We have a bonus pattern, springtime spinners. where you can make 3 blocks and make a table runner. And you definitely have enough fabric to make this because you only need 16 white squares, 5 lights, and 5 darks. And we have enough in our fabric pack to make said pattern. It looks like there's 16 squares in here. Or you can use this to make whatever else you would like. And then we have our exploding heart pattern. So that is our subscription this month. If we look at the value of everything, we've got a good value here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 27, 29, 30, 47. So like $54 or more. Oh, and the clips. I almost forgot the clips. And the container. Now, my clips, the clips I got off Amazon, they came in a container. So that was super convenient. But I like this. I'm going to be using this for something else. So, because I've got a container for my clips. So I'm going to take this off and I'll be putting something else in here. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. Waste not, want not, waste nothing. Anyway, that's it for me for today, and gotta go, and I will see you next video.